The end of Crawley's first season back in League One puts the Red Devils 5 points from safety with 2 games to go. Catching Bristol Rovers isn't out of the realms of possibility, but with 3 games left for Burton Albion and a trip to Cambridge United today, a side who are on the fringes of relegation, 3 points for Burton today could see Crawley's hopes of survival fade away. But let's not dwell on that too much. After all, it's out of our control and what will be will be. But a positive result for Crawley today and an upset from Cambridge could see Crawley achieve the impossible 3 years in a row. Scott Lindsay's reunion with Crawley got off to a flying start, with 2 wins in his first 2 games back at the Broadfield against fellow relegation candidates Bristol Rovers and underachievers Rotherham. Super Scott Lindsay is back and I absolutely love to see it. Since then, it's been a hard watch for Crawley fans, losing their next 3 games, including throwing away a point in the 97th minute against Peterborough.
Break Crawley heart!
A recent draw against League One champions Birmingham City shows that there's still fight in the old girl yet, and last week's 3-1 victory against Exeter gives Crawley the perfect platform to build on for their last 2 games. But is it too little too late? If you handed Crawley Town fans the opportunity for survival with 2 games to go, they'd have bitten your hand off. But can Crawley Town complete the Great Escape this year? We'll have to wait and see, and we will need some luck along the way. But until it's mathematically impossible, we'll keep believing.
So I think today it's quite simple. They have to win, don't they? It's not in their hands. All that's in their hands is they've got to win their remaining 2 matches and hope that Burton come a cropper in their three matches. So I think they've got a great chance of winning today. They've got a bit of momentum with them, but I think it's going to be tough because of the situation. But I'm going for a win, and I'm going for a 2-1 win.
There's a lot at stake today, and it's really hard to call. I mean, like my dad just said, Crawley need to win. There's no 2 ways about that whatsoever, but they have a tendency to turn it on when it matters the most, and you've just got to hope that this season they haven't picked a moment that is too late to do that. But obviously, yeah, as I always say, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But I'm feeling confident. I think that Crawley will win today, but arguably, it's not about what happens here that's important. Obviously Crawley need the win, but it's that Burton game. That's the real spanner in the works, that game in hand, that game against Cambridge that they should so easily win. We just need Cambridge to do us a favour and Northampton to let us walk all over them basically, but we know it's not going to go like that. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 Crawley win. Maybe I'm being a bit generous on the goalkeeper and the defence there because we know that it's been a bit shaky this season, to say the least. But Scott Lindsay knows what's at stake here. He's going to drill that into the players, and I am confident that Crawley will get the result that they need. I'm just not so confident that Cambridge are going to give us the result that we want. But let's get inside, let's see what happens. Crawley can only control what they can do on the pitch today, and I think that they will win. Whatever else happens, again, we'll have to wait and see. I'll try and let you know as best as I know in the ground as to what's happening in that game. And yet again, we have to suffer the dreaded queue to get ourselves in, ladies and gents. It's something that I keep harping on about when I'm here. Club have done a lot to improve facilities around here, but this needs fixing. We've got ourselves through, and we're walking out into the terrace now, and I think the team might be just about to come out if they haven't already, but we're standing today, so this is going to be quite exciting. The teams aren't out just yet. This is our view for today, ladies and gents. The teams are out. A huge game for Crawley. They know what they need to do. Round the way, ladies and gents. Not bad. Oh. It's not been the most eventful half we've ever watched in our lives. Crawley have obviously had a couple of half chances, Northampton the same. Hoping for a bit more action in the last 20 minutes this half. But still no news from Burton, so that is promising. Go on! Oh! Go on, keeper! Nice! Nice. Oh. ladies and gents. Just like that, it's been a diabolical half. No chances really for either side, but they've taken the lead and they needed that. Still no news in the Burton game. This is huge. Whoa! 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 Crawley! And that is half time, ladies and gents. Crawley with a 1-0 lead. And a strong position for them going into this second half. So, ladies and gents, that is half time. I've squatted down for this one because obviously we've been standing up. You know, at this age, your back's starting to go. And also, it's just quite a nice angle. But anyway, not exactly been treated in terms of entertainment that half. It was one of the worst halves of football that I've watched. I wouldn't say that Crawley stole the show, but then again, I wouldn't say that Northampton stole the show either. I'd say it was fairly even, and Crawley's goal was well worked. I mean, the finish from Hepburn-Murphy across goal was absolutely brilliant, and that's what he's capable of, especially in the last few games. He's been in good form, so I'm very happy about that. But still a lot of work to do. I mean, the result at the moment in the Burton-Cambridge game is nice. 0-0 still at half-time, by the way. But at the same time, it's not convincing. So there's still a lot of drama that can still unfold. We've got Crawley shooting up our end, so that's obviously exciting, and hopefully we get another goal. I think they need another goal, really, because I think Northampton have got a chance in them, at least a goal in them. But yeah, maybe just a bit more action, a bit more entertainment. But I suppose if we get the result of 1-0 and it's still a bit of a dull second half, that's all we need. So we'll have to wait and see, obviously, what happens.
Crawley, to me, played to a plan in that first half. Quite measured, not taking too many chances. Well, actually, I think they've been marginally the better side. Probably had the better chances, some good crosses in from the right, given some opportunities, and they got their reward at the end of the half. So it'll be interesting to see what the second half brings. It's going to plan in terms of the other games. Bristol Rovers are losing 2-0, Burton are drawing 0-0. So if everything stayed as it is at the moment, then they'll definitely take that. It gives us an opportunity, gives us a chance. Yeah, it wasn't the most exciting, but I don't think it's ever going to be a goal fest. I don't think it's ever going to be Crawley just going for it. They can't afford to do that, really. I expect much of the same for the second half until the last 15-20 minutes, seeing how they're going at that stage. All's well at the moment in terms of the way things are going, so carry on.
It's a nice way of putting it, actually. I didn't actually think about, Crawley going into this game trying not to lose, but I think you summed it up perfectly there. I think that's exactly what we've just seen in that first half. I don't know whether they're just going to try and hold on to that lead or be a bit more expressive now they've got the goal. I don't know. Honestly, it could be absolutely anything in the second half. It's going to be nervy, that's for sure. But they're coming our way and hopefully get a goal up our end.
Could be an interesting time at the end of this match, especially if Crawley win. Nearly starting the second half in a few minutes for Crawley, and the Burton match, they've only just blown for half time. They've had 13 minutes of added time at the end of the first half, and they've had two players sent off, one from either side, for what looks like separate incidents, but only within a minute or two of each other. So this could be really, really tense stuff at the end of this match. We'll have to see what happens in that second half.
Got both other players on the pitch. Hang about. Crawley are through. They've kicked off. There you go, drama already. Fuck me. Sideways. Tell you what, go back here, good boy. Crawley! 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 Oh. Oh, bloody hell! Come on! Oh! Burton have just scored, so they're 1-0 up at the moment, which is obviously what we want to see. Hoping for a Cambridge goal, because a Burton win basically puts Crawley out of it. It's not good news. Come on! Oh. Go on! Oh. Much better start for Crawley, but obviously that result in Burton means that as it stands, Crawley are pretty much going down. Its goal difference separates the two, but it's over 10. And as I say, if Burton get the result today, that pretty much sends Crawley down. It's a massive goal in this relegation some scrap. It doesn't change what's going on in Burton, but it solidifies what's happening here. And ladies and gents, Crawley have surely got themselves 3 points now, and it's all eyes on Burton versus Cambridge. Whoa, 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 Crawley! Fuck's sake. Oh, it's a great save. Oh, good hand. Oh, it's a great ball. Come on! And it goes away into breaking in to that goal difference tally that they're so far separated by, but I don't think it's enough. That Burton result at the moment is still holding Crawley back. But today, this second half especially, they've been brilliant. I think Cambridge have equalised. Only from that reaction and that reaction alone, I think that Cambridge may have equalised. Cambridge have equalised. Exactly the news we want to see. It's full time here, but there's still time to be played in that Cambridge game. But that goal is a fucking result. That Crawley performance in the second half was something else. They were really, really good. And to be fair, they could have ended up winning this game about 4 or 5-0 had they taken all of their chances. But that Burton result has now changed everything, because as things stand, Crawley could be staying up, but still have a game in hand. Let's not forget that. But it puts a massive swing in Crawley's favour now. This is huge. So as things stand, Crawley have a chance of staying up. We'll have to wait and see what happens in the last few minutes of that Burton game. But Crawley have been given a massive lifeline by Cambridge. And it's thanks to that man there, Scott Lindsay. We all know what's coming next. Crawley may not have been at the races all season, but they've certainly been at the races today, and they've made a fan base proud, especially in the last few weeks. And Scott Lindsay especially reignited that passion back in the football club, and it's so great to see. Whatever happens, we're proud of Crawley. We'll be following them again next season. We just hope that it's in League One. There's still minutes to be played in that Burton game. We've just got news that Burton have scored and they're now 2-1 up. Heartbreaking, to be honest, after a performance like that from Crawley today. It just makes everything a lot harder for them to stay up now. I mean, they're going to have to overturn a ridiculous goal difference, a goal difference of about 13 or 14 goals. So basically hoping for a 6-0 win and a 6-0 loss over 2 games for Burton. You know, it's not out of the question, but it's certainly fantastical more than anything. Just after such a brilliant day, it's a real kicker. A real kicker. So that is full time, and it's a real weird one today. It's mixed feelings. It's obviously positive that Crawley got the win today, and a 3-0 win as well. That performance in the second half was absolutely fantastic. But is it all for nothing? Is this now the point where we say goodbye to Crawley in League One? I really don't know. It's such a complicated one, and one that I just don't really know how to feel. Again, on one hand, I'm positive and I'm grateful for the result today because it was a good result. But as things stand, Crawley need about 15 goals help from the game in hand, the game next Saturday, and Crawley's game next Saturday as well. There's a lot now that needs to go right for Crawley for them to stay up. And I just don't think it's going to happen. And I'm always the optimist, don't get me wrong, I'm always the optimist, but I'm also a realist when it comes to these things. I just don't think that realistically Crawley have got enough there, help-wise, to to stay up. And it's a real crying shame because the performance that they put in today, it's a tale that's as old as time for teams that get relegated. If they put in this kind of performance for the whole season, they'd be staying up comfortably. They'd be mid-table, but they haven't, and they're not. So I think that this is farewell to Crawley for this season. And I think it is a real shame. But whatever happens, you know, we're going to keep coming back. We're going to keep supporting Crawley. It's just a shame that this season hasn't finished in the way that we hoped it would.
It's a bit of a weird one, as you said. Crawley won, 3-0? And in the second half, they were absolutely brilliant. I thought they might have started a bit like they did in the first half. But no, they just went for it in the second half, maybe because they thought they needed the goals. But no, I think it's one of those really weird ones where they're almost certainly going down now. But they left with a lot of pride in their performance, and they did all they could do. They needed to win, that's all they could do, and they did it. They did it in style, so well done to them. And looks like we'll be following them in the second division or League 2 next season. And let's see, I mean, hopefully they'll retain some of the players. Hopefully they'll retain the manager. Hopefully they get some new players in. And we'll see what it can bring next season. Well done today. It's a fantastic performance.
Yeah, as I keep on saying, it is a weird one today. Mixture of pride, disappointment, and do you know what? Even still, this hope that the impossible could become possible, because Burton have got a game in hand. They'll be looking at it as a game in hand to get more points. We'll be looking at it as a game in hand to concede more goals, because that's all that stands between Crawley and Burton in terms of survival is goal difference. We'll be keeping a keen eye on the result on Tuesday. If the odds are in the favour of Crawley and if they could potentially stay up, we'll be making the trip to Shrewsbury. But with the result today, I just don't think it's going to happen. I just don't think that we're going to be there, which is, again, it's a real shame. Love coming to watch Crawley, love coming to watch our local teams. As I said with Red Hill, I'd come every other week if I could to come and support the team. But realistically, with what I do, that's just not possible. And, you know, we're always here when it matters, I like to think. So that is full time for today, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for watching. And if you came up to us today and said hello and came for a chat, thank you very much. It's always appreciated. It's always nice to know that people are enjoying these videos. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'll see you guys in the next one. I really hope that Burton get absolutely battered about 5, 6, 7, 8, even more nil on Tuesday. You know, give us an excuse to go up to Shrewsbury, because I'd love to be there. But again, I just don't think that it's going to happen. Too little too late for Crawley in the end, but hopefully Scott Lindsay will stay. We'll have to wait and see. But if he does stay next season, we've got a real good chance of going straight back up. And that should be the aim. That should be where our heads are at the moment, is making sure that next season we are making League 1 football a realistic aim. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care as always. Thank you for watching. Peace and love.